Hey guys, Toby, 50 Baits, guys, gals, everybody. Hey, this is a follow-up to last video where we talked about these open pores, Moose Ridge molds. I had a guy on social media messaged me and said that you can't do laminates in them baits. You can. I'm going to show you how I do it. I get a great bond, as you can see. I didn't pull these all the way. I don't. It's just something that I do. It's one of my baits that I make. But one little step, number one, is to have your plastics hot, both of them, and ready to go. So what I have here, I have one ready and one almost ready. So as I take this one out to pour, I got the other one going in. And here's my blue pumpkin with that little bitty bit of green highlight. And we'll pour real quick and just show you, if I can get it point down that far. Glove on. That's the way I do it. Other people do it other ways, but this is how I do it. I pour in. I have another mark where I pour to when I'm pouring my laminates in this type bait. Quicker the better, but you won't be in too much of a hurry because you'll make a bad pour. And you don't want that. Sorry, it's real windy today here. So it's actually blowing into my fan, which is making more noise. So we're pouring this, what will be the top half of the worm. You pour it first. You think it's the bottom, but it's the top. It's like I'm telling you something that you're probably sitting there going, oh, we know that. So I have that color poured. That's my top half. While this is getting ready, my next color, which is ready, but I do like to pour it a little bit hotter, so I make sure I'm looking at about 350 to 360 on it. That way I get a better blonde, better blonde, nothing wrong with that, but a better bond in the plastic. So if I have a little time in between, and we talked about it before, I'll take this. I don't go crazy with it. This heat gun, just to get that plastic back gooey. And you'll see it, which this is still pretty hot, so it takes very little. That way your plastic is still pretty soft. And will bond better with your second coat of plastic. And again, I pour it pretty hot when I'm doing a laminate like this. It just makes it bond better. So on top of that blue highlight, we'll come back in and top off the rest of the mold, or not the rest of the mold, we're only doing Neds in this one, but I'll go back to my 3-inch mark with it still leaned forward like I like in the first video, just to make sure it plastic's up to the head and the tail is thinner, which gives it that great action. The reason I know it's getting good action, getting a lot of bites on the fall on a Ned bait. So when you're getting that, it means you're getting some good action going down. But we'll finish topping these off, and we'll have to let them set up. They take a little longer, you know, because I do have it scorching hot. Not scorching, but like I said, I like to get it at least 360. When you're injecting, you will not be near that hot. But when I'm pouring, it lasts longer in the cup, number one. And number two, it just bonds better with a laminate. Now if I'm pouring it just a single color, no, I won't have it at 360 degrees. So basically that's what we have. We have a 2-color laminate. Me and this camera just do not get along. And these are some that I've already poured. They'll probably fall, because I just have them sitting there to cure straight. But as you can see, I get a good laminate. There's no what we call cold cracking or anything. just putting the heat gun to it will help it. Help them two plastics combine better. Trying to get you a good angle, and it's just hard to do. But that's how I do it. Others do it other ways. Just keep your temperatures hot, very hot. Wow. But I also put the heat gun to it beforehand, and that heat gun just goos up that bottom layer of plastic, and you will get a very good focus, baby, focus. You will get a great bond. Like I said, there's no cold cracking. It's not going to pull apart. Even if you try to pull it apart, it's not. It's a good bond. And you can pour it all the way down if you want to. Now, if I do pour it all the way down, I will put the heat gun more on this tail to make sure back here where it's real thin, it cools a lot quicker, that it does bond good. But other than that, you will get a good laminate. Make sure you don't have bubbles in your plastic, and go with it. It works. Still letting it set up just a little bit. Had a good pour there, as you can tell. No bubbles in that plastic. I'll have a vacuum chamber, so I do vacuum my plastic beforehand, but that helps too. You won't have any holes where the air bubbles are or anything like that. You can still make a laminate with these molds. It's not any worse, any better. It's just still a good laminate. Like I said, you may just have to add one little step, and that will be maybe the heat gun. But majority of the time, I don't even have to use the heat gun because I have the plastic ready to go. Just I heat them both at the same time, get them both really, really close, then pop one in, get it to 350, 360. Pop the other one in, get it to 350, 360. Good to go. I really want to pour these out for you. It's the same exact bait as these. That's what I was pouring right now. Orders for a store, but great color. I make this color in all types of baits. It's just blue highlight and of course green pumpkin, green flake. I'm hoping it's set up enough. Again, you get a good pour, good clean bottom. You may see a couple little, just maybe slight dips, but I want it small going back there, so I'm filled in here all the way, and it's almost like just the shell back here. This may be good enough. Let me try it. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it'll pull out. And there's your laminate. Out of Moose Ridge molds. You see why I do my little marks just for where I want to pour certain things. But this one we just took out. Good laminate, no cold cracking. I wish it would focus better, but there you go. No cold cracking. Bait won't come apart on you or anything. Great quality, just same as shooting one or injecting into a mold. So that's how I do it. Like I said, I was hit up on one of the social medias that the molds are only good for single colors. No, you can do singles, doubles, triples, however you want to go. But if you do triples, you will have to put heat to it. Even if you have your plastics ready, you may still have to put some heat to it to get a good bond. And you want a good bond anytime you're doing a laminate. If not, your colors will peel apart. Like right there where the seam is, you can just take them and probably peel them apart. Mine you can't, but as you can see, a good solid laminate. There's no cracks, there's no dividing of the two colors. A good mold to them. With aluminum molds, it is easier because you can put them on a heat source and it just melts that plastic together. But you can do it the same way here. You can see how this one's faded or got that little burn look to it. That's just from the heat gun that I've used over time, and I try not to leave it on there too long because you can deform these. They are very hard plastic, like a composite material, so they're not indestructible, but they sort of are. You can put a lot to them. So anyway, that's our video. That's our story. And guys, be ready if you're still here. I'm gonna have a pretty decent sized giveaway for my subscribers. Just a thank you. This is new to me, getting used to it, sorta, trying it, and I want to get some baits to you guys. So be ready. Next video should be a giveaway video. So be ready. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if I've helped you out or not, or just to help a brother out. I appreciate it. I should spit on my camera. All right, you guys have a good day. Thanks.